Alrighty, we are back. It is Saturday. Let's start getting some shocks on the truck. I think we're looking alright. We got some rain coming in this afternoon, so it's almost 3 o'clock. So we need to find the 5112 shocks. Those are the fronts. There's a 5112. That's a 5115. 5151 is the back. This is a 5112. Okay. So we're going to start getting these. It's leaking out of the truck there. We'll check that out and see a wet spot. That's not good. The old truck. Well, she was smoky when I fired it up today. I don't know if it's just a little cooler or what, but yeah, made a lot of smoke clearing out the mosquitoes. So let me get y'all repositioned, get some tools out, and shouldn't take too long. I have been noticing there's been a clunk underneath that truck driving down the road, and check the ball joints and check the bearings and everything looks tight. I was down there spraying the bolts, and there's a bolt that's loose on the driver's side front shock. So well, maybe that's my clunking noise. That'd be cool if it was just something that simple, but it's not missing, it's just a little loose. So hopefully there's nothing broken. I didn't look any closer at the mount on the axle there. It's the lower one. So alrighty, let me do some prep work here and get ready, and we'll start ripping apart and reinstalling. Get this truck back on the roadworthy condition after I get the back axle squared away too. But that's going to be a little bit ways down the road, so that's a whole other video. So alrighty. Okay. So we're going to bust both the bottoms loose. There's lots of oil and schmutz and grease around here, so we got these gloves we haven't used. It's not going to be that size. This is the loose one, as you can tell. Let's see anything broken. It's just backed off a little bit. Goofy size that well, no worries. Front wrenches. Okay, that's a 3/4. Probably a 3/4 on the back side too, isn't it? Yes. And I only bought one set of wrenches. I don't think I have a 3/4 socket. 11/16. But I wonder. Oh yeah, she's loose enough. Oh, this. Very well could have been that clunk I was searching for. Okay, I gotta grab another tool. Three-quarter inch impact on the impact gun. Will it fit? Probably not. Nope. It's probably too big to go from the back too, isn't it? Yeah. No worries, I have some ratchet action. that almost doesn't fit. We're tightening, aren't we? Yes, we are. Come on. You got water here. Oh, it's probably from the car. The car is sitting here. Yeah, I think those are probably dead. She's not rebounding. It's been moving around in there for a little bit, looks like. Bushings are shot. So I have a receipt that shows these shocks being installed on this truck in 1986. That's when Grandpa had them put on. Yeah, I think these are pretty well done. I thought maybe they were still going to be good because I don't get the porpoising action when I drive this thing, but big old heavy duty 3/4 ton. Springs are stiff enough as it is, so alrighty, well, let's yeah, let me get some oil on that nut. I didn't do that, and we'll flip you guys around and we'll get that other bottom taken care of. Okay. Being an old Chevy, everything's coated with grease and oil under here, so this is where a shorter socket would come in handy, but I didn't grab one. Yeah, that one's dead too. Is this the, oh yeah, this is the Rod Hall Special Edition Rancho RS5000. That's almost collector item, right? Okay, now we got to reposition and figure out how to get the uppers done. Collect all our tools. One thing we're going to have to contend with, which is not a big issue, but I got these headers on this truck and I was having a fuel boiling issue, so got some fairly inexpensive, I think it's basically header wrap, and I use it to essentially box in the frame right there to keep the heat away from the fuel line that runs on the inside of that frame rail. So luckily it peels off pretty easy. I don't know if I have any more, but I'm pretty sure I can buy more. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Just noticing too, motor mounts are pretty parched looking, so something else we have to look into. It's got a new fuel pump on it. I think I did the water pump a few years ago. Belts are still looking all right. Hoses, wires, yada yada yada. Got all this stuff here for a auxiliary battery that I should probably just remove. I don't think I'll ever put a second battery back in this truck. That would clean up a bit of this, but yeah, let's get that peeled off and figure out how we're going to get in there to start twisting some wrenches and get the upper shock mounts undone. Of course, I don't know how I'm going to film that. Well, we got the first one out. The old Rod Hall Signature Edition Rancho RS5000s. That one's been loose for a while. That's probably the source of my clunking noise. So, I don't think we damaged the axle too much, but bolt, we're going to put a bushing in there. I'm going to need two hands. Oh, I guess we can maybe get it. We just got her with one hand. Yeah. I'm going to work on getting that sleeve put on more correctly-ish. And then bolt, nut, and washer. And let's get her mounted back up, and then we can work on the bottom section. Okay, what am I missing up here right now? There's a huge gap. Alrighty. The top is back on. I had to cut the retainer cord. Ooh. I may have to jack the truck up because I'm not going to be able to compress this enough. Wait a second. These are too long. Are you kidding me? Oh shit. Well, crap. I just had it compressed as far as I could go. That's the shock. That's my mount. These are supposed to be the 0 to 2.5 inch lift shocks. And they're too long. Son of a... Well, this sucks. Shock on the left is the one we just pulled off. Shock on the right is the new one. 5112s are supposed to be the fronts. There's my little cheat sheet. Nope, that's me screwing up and being an idiot. 5112s are the rear. 5151s are the fronts. Okay, at least it's just me screwing up. Let's pull out a 5151. One-handed here and do a side-by-side comparison. That would make sense actually, because the rear has that big stud, bolts to the frame, and it's got the long extension which you mount the shock to. And those shocks had them. I didn't think that looked right, but come on. Okay. These are better. Those are better. Yes, it looks long, but the body of the shock is what we're concerned with. That's pretty much the same, so okay. I was worried I was going to have to send them back and wait another few weeks, but no worries. We just got to unbolt that one. I'm going to do that off camera. Wind is picking up. And the rain is starting to sneak in, so I'll keep the camera here and we'll bring you back in a sec. Well, I don't know if I recorded it. I may have forgot to hit the button, but the driver's side is on. It's a bit of a struggle. Hopefully we caught it. Can't really see from this angle, but get a little moisture falling from the sky, so I don't think I'm going to keep the camera out. I'm going to work on popping the top of that passenger side off, and then yeah, so that first shock, there's a big space in there, and they used a big insert. The shocks came with shorter ones, so I had to pop that out, but I didn't see the big one because, you know, I put the wrong one on. Put the back shock on the front, or I was trying to anyway. So I wound up taking the old shock and I heated it up, the little insert that goes into the rubber bushing. Got the rubber nice and hot, and I was able to pull it out, and I cleaned it up, and I was going to reuse that. But the new front shocks come with a nice big fat spacer that goes in there and takes up that gap. So that being said, I know it's kind of a lousy explanation, but I'm going to work on getting the other side squared away, and we'll probably just bring you back when it's done. don't know how long this video is getting to be, but with the weather starting to turn, I don't want the camera out there. I don't want to try to get this done. I'd like to try to get the back shocks done today too, but we'll see. So, alrighty, let me do the second verse, which is same as the first. Alrighty. Well, this one fought me, but it's in up above. I don't remember if I recorded this on the other side, so we're gonna show the struggle on this end. You're not gonna be able to see a whole lot just because of the angle, and yeah, the camera's in my way or I'm in the camera's way, but push the shock up, get it into its hanger. Get the bolt through. I say it's a struggle, but that one went really easy. So I had to take this bolt, which is actually a door jamb bolt. I had to taper it and turn it into a drift pin to get the uppers squared away. So it fought. Where's my wrench? And of course it's raining now. So everything's getting wet. My shoulder's hurting. And I still want to get the backs done today. But that will be a separate video. Reef on these puppies because I don't want it loose again. And that's going to do it for the front shocks on this truck. Holy. Sweet. We'll talk about good timing. The battery's about ready to die on this thing. Every time I do this type of stuff, it reminds me how out of shape I am. Especially in my core. Doing all these sit-ups. You got water on the lens? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, you may have a couple of spots. So, yeah, we're going to end this one here. We got front shocks put on the 84 Chev. Passenger side fought me a bit. Get you up here, you can see me. I'm keeping you out of the rain right now. I guess we can kind of do this so you can look past the dirty garage and see the truck over there. But yeah, the passenger side a little bit tighter, fought me a little bit more. I might have some more of that heat shield material I used to protect the fuel lines. If not, I'll have to go up to the store and pick some up. But yeah, we're going to flip the truck around, get on the backs, and do a separate video. Hopefully it won't get too wet. Hopefully we can show it a little bit more because there won't be a motor in the way. I got a fresh battery for this thing somewhere. Get this one on the charger. So maybe I'll even take a break for a minute. It's 5 o'clock. Rain starts supposed to coming in at 5 o'clock. So, alrighty. Thanks for watching this one. Stay tuned. There's more coming for this truck. 1986 was the last time shocks were put on. I think I got my money's worth out of them. Alrighty. Bye-bye.